I got an ASKHOLE for you.
What?
It's
Impromptu ASKHOLE. The best forms of ASKHOLE are when you're never ready for it.
Yeah.
You're going to ask me a question that puts me in an uncomfortable position where either answer is wrong or give you an opportunity to ridicule me. But that is a perfect way to sum up ASKHOLE.
Well, it's been a fun show so far, so I thought we could use an ASKHOLE before we go to break.
Let's go to ASKHOLE.
Is your $85 million star Suzuki a bust?
Well, this is actually an easier one that I was anticipating, but no, it's number one. It's far too early to call Seiya Suzuki a bust. He has got
other than his busted finger.
Well, yeah, maybe literally he's bust. He's a bust because of the busted finger. Nice, well played. He got off to the famously hot start that we chronicled here over the first month. He was Rookie of the Month in the National League for April. He's definitely come back to earth. He has suffered injuries is a big part of why his star has come back to earth a bit. Mainly, I would say no, just because it's too early to say bust or Hall of Fame. It's both are equally ridiculous to make a summary judgment at this point. But I like the spirit of the question. But I'm not gonna. I'm certainly. I mean, do you know anyone that would call him a bust at this point?
I don't know. It unfortunately has the Kosuke Fukudome trend that we talked about.
I think we've already seen more out of Suzuki. He's also a really good fielder, which has been evident throughout, even through his slump, which I really enjoy. But I think comparing him to Fukudome is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just giving you if you're just looking at
marginal
statistics, and I'll give you.
I haven't done the research. Do you have the research?
Well, I just have your first 21 games of Suzuki, OPS plus 175. Your last 20 games of Suzuki, OPS plus 75. His OPS and his star. His breakout month was 934. In the last 20 games, it's 617.
Yikes.
No home runs over that time span. Yeah. And again, it's very similar to Fukudome, who had started out with a crazy high, batted 335 the first month, and then the next month batted 225, and then the trend just continued. That's the only reason I even formulated this ASKHOLE question, because it is an ASKHOLE question.
Well, it's also
in all honesty, it is way too early to tell, but
it is also ASKHOLE-ish, if you will, to compare him to Fukudome, just because they're both Asian and came from the Japanese league. I mean, I know we've talked about it before. And it's just.
It's a Japanese player trend, actually, overall, which was the whole conversation that Suzuki's numbers.
Again, I'm not going to draw a comparison by two players that are 15 years apart in history that just happen to be from Asia.
That both played on the Cubs. I mean, that's the only reason we're drawing the comparison. That's the only reason. That's all I'm saying. I'm not comparing them to anyone else. I'm just comparing them to him out of convenience, really.
That would be convenient for sure.
Convenient,
which ASKHOLE is all about, convenience.
Yeah. So there you go. So we'll revisit this topic later on in the season, just in general. Maybe not as an ASKHOLE, just a Suzuki update. So
I mainly like the impromptu ASKHOLE. We got to do this more often. Just catch each other off guard. That's a good one.
Right.
ASKHOLE Media.